know who made it. You 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 know who made it.
What is good, Gamble Factory family? We are back and ready to talk some NFL Sunday, some Prize Picks action. It's your boy Z Rob and Coach T Posey. Fresh off, what did we go 4-1 on Thursday? Almost pulled out the sweep, but Daniel Jones unfortunately is butt cheeks. Tyler, how you feeling today?
I actually have probably the most props of any slate since the year started here today. So I do like a lot. I hope it's not too much, but I released a 25x this morning that, is probably my most confident play I've had, and I've got a lot more plays left. So I'm feeling good. I'm excited to, man, maybe knock a sleep out. We've had a 5-1 last Sunday, a 4-1 on Thursday. So we're too close not to get one.
Yeah, we've been super close, and we got a ton of props. Maybe too many props to choose from today, so it's just kind of choosing the right ones. Um, a little bit of overload on what to choose. Honestly, it's tough for me. Do you
Yeah.
have something that you're wanting to start off with today, or
I mean, I'll start off. That's fine. One that I really do like a lot is Sam Laporta,
okay?
over 3.5 receptions. Both of the weeks so far, he's caught 5 balls. He's got 5 targets, 6 targets in each matchup. It's a pretty close scoring game, and with them and the Falcons, Detroit's just 3-point favorites. So it's a pretty good game script. It's not going to be run it down the throat by any means, and it's just David Montgomery is out. So I still think that they're going to throw it a lot. And you look at the Falcons defense, and you go look to tight ends against. They've given up already 10 receptions to tight ends in just 2 games, which is second most in the entire league. Not a ton of yards, but they're funneling it right to the tight end, right to the middle of the field. The defense hasn't really been bad. They gave up like 5 or 6 of them to the Packers, and the Packers have pretty bad tight ends. They're not anything special. And then gave up 5 more the week before. So they're funneling right to the tight ends. Laporta is already pretty active with them, and it has a good connection with Goff. So yeah, over 3.5 receptions is probably one of my favorite props.
I like that too. I love the Lions and Falcons game. Actually, I made a game stack and posted it earlier. It's probably my second favorite stack on the weekend. Because I also like another prop from this game. It's probably my favorite, but I don't know if we should play both of them in the same slip unless we're kind of game stacking this on purpose. It was going to be Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't think we should play both in this slip unless we're also going to play like golf or something. But my thoughts on him was no David Montgomery. This dude's going to eat up the snaps. I mean, he has 11 targets through 2 weeks. He had 9 last week, I think 2 the first week when he didn't get near as many looks as he should. So I see probably 5 to 8 targets again for him, easy. The 24.5 receiving yards should be an easy over for him. So that's one I really like. Don't think we should play it with Sam Laporta unless we're also playing Jared Goff. I don't know how you feel about that, but
Yeah, it's kind of a tough one to try to play. Did you play Laporta in your line stack?
I think I actually played Josh Reynolds and Jahmyr
Okay.
Gibbs. But it was tough for me to decide who to put in. I mean, I could have gone a lot of ways. I love this game a lot. There's actually, I think, like 44, 46 point total for the game, so it's not too bad of an environment. So,
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think it's 46. So yeah,
46, yeah. And most of these teams are a little condensed on who they're going to give the ball to. It's kind of easy to tell for the
yeah,
most
exactly.
part. So, but I'll get away from Jahmyr Gibbs just because I don't want to double stack Lions if we don't also have golf, which I do like golf, a golf
Right.
prop
Yeah.
too, but not one of my favorites. I'll go to Amari Cooper. So he's at 58.5 receiving yards. He absolutely crushed this last week. First week against the Bengals was a rainstorm, so kind of a weird game for him. He didn't hit it then. But the Titans, they kind of play a pass funnel defense. They try to just limit running. As we've seen so far to start the season, wide receivers have absolutely crushed the Titans so far this year. I see no reason why Cooper isn't able to crush this line tomorrow. He's Deshaun Watson's number one option. I just think 58.5 is kind of too low for this game tomorrow. I think it should be closer to like 68 to 70 personally. So, do you like that prop or?
Yeah, it's a pretty good prop as well. Yeah, I think I actually went Watson's over pass attempts. So I do think that he has to throw it a lot. 'Cause Titans are great on the ground. They really do a good job of limiting opposing running backs. So yeah, I do think he's going to throw it at least 31 times. I think his prop was 30.5 when I took it.
Yeah, no,
So yeah,
I think it's.
another good one.
I think that's a great prop too. I was looking at his passing yards actually, but I think Watson over passing anything is probably gonna be pretty good tomorrow. Somebody's saying I like under again on Madison rush attempts. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, I don't think they're gonna be doing too much running tomorrow. I mean, it should be a little bit easier for them to run against the Chargers than it was for against the Eagles, but he's just not real great, which is why they went and got Cam Akers. So they're a little disappointed in him to start the season, I think. So they brought Cam Akers in, which he's not going to be playing tomorrow, I don't believe. But I would definitely say there's nothing wrong with playing that under either.
Nah, not at all. I mean, I don't have it on my list. Didn't make it, but
No,
I'm
me
good
either.
with it. Well,
And then somebody saying Kelsey touchdown. That is on my list. Not one of the ones I was going to bring up today. But if anybody knows me, it's been around for a while, you know I'm always playing Kelsey touchdown or Kelsey fantasy score. I mean, mustache Kelsey. He's dating Taylor Swift. I mean, what can go wrong with this guy?
is he though? Is he dating Taylor Swift?
Hey, it's rumored, man. It's probably actually not, but no. But for real, I do love the touchdown prop for him. I think he's pretty heavily favored to go over it. easy defense tomorrow against the Bears. They should line them up. Just only concern is if the Chiefs blow him out way too early and they don't have to play Kelsey at all second half and he didn't get his touchdown. So ain't nothing wrong with that at all. What else are you liking, Tyler?
Yeah, I like. I've kind of gone back and forth with which one to go with, but I do like a Houston receiver against Jacksonville here. I think I'm going to end up settling on Robert Woods.
Oh, I had Nico typed in. I thought you were going to go him again.
Yeah, I went back and forth. I'm going to go with Robert Woods, 3.5 receptions. You look at his odds. First of all, his odds have gone down a little bit, down to about even money. They were up like -130, so that's a little scary. But he's on a mission right now. He's really been in sync with CJ Stroud. I like Stroud's 34.5 passing attempts because he's thrown it all over the place this year, plus over 40 attempts in each game. Woods has received 9 and 10 targets in both of these already, equaling 6 receptions per game. Yeah, the Jacksonville defense has been pretty good, but you go back and look, and the Chiefs are not ever going to pound it to one person outside of Travis Kelce, and so their receptions are all the way spread out. So I don't really count that. But you go back and look against Indianapolis, or against Indianapolis, and Pittman just lit them up. They just force-fed Pittman and just absolutely hammered him down. So while I do agree that the Jaguars defense is really good, Woods just has too many targets for a 3.5 reception line, and 7.5-point underdogs with a 35 passing attempts that I think CJ Stroud will get. I just don't understand the line at 3.5, and I don't understand why it's moved down in odds either.
No, I like it for sure. I was leaning Nico just a little bit, but I mean, I really think both of them can go or can hit this easy. I was considering doing a Texan stack. Actually, I did do a Texan stack as well, so I love the passing environment that the Texans should have to lean into tomorrow. That's why I also like a Stroud prop. I was leaning his pass yards, but really pass attempts, pass yards, I think it can go either way. I don't know which one is better, but I wouldn't mind stacking that with Robert Woods here. It's on my top of the list. So
yeah, I love that one. You look at Woods' props too. It's 5.5 targets or 3.5 receptions. So both are fine, I think. I don't know if you prefer one to the other.
I think receptions would be fine. I don't know. That's pretty close, you know. If he was at 4 receptions, then I'd probably lean to 5.5 targets. But
yeah, absolutely.
What do you like? Do you want to throw Stroud in this slip also? I mean, those passing attempts, that's crazy. 44 and 47.
Yeah, it's crazy. We definitely could throw it over there. It's like his 34.5 is like -130 on DraftKings.
That's pretty solid.
And I played that in my main slip as well. So I like it. Obviously, it's one of my favorite props. I was trying not to play double up on slips since I posted it, but I certainly will because I do love this. I love the pick.
Which I was going to bring up CJ Stroud's pass yards anyway. So if you don't want to double up personally on the pass attempts, I'm fine going pass yards because that's what I've played earlier. But I think both hit. So
yeah,
I just have pass attempts in there right now. I like it a lot. We can go to. I've kind of played this guy, I think, every week so far, and I see no reason to stop now. It's Chris Olave, 65.5 receiving yards. I think they're just disrespecting this guy with his line right now. Derek Carr absolutely loves him. The Saints are also underdogs. At least they were earlier. I think they were like 4-point underdogs. They got no Alvin Kamara, no Jamal Williams. Running the ball maybe a little tough for him. I also think, I can't remember for sure, I think Taysom Hill might also be hurt. I don't really feel like looking it up because it doesn't really matter to me too much. But I just think the 65.5 receiving yards for Olave is too low. He's gotten over 10 targets in each game so far. I don't know. Seems like a pretty easy square to me.
Yeah, that's funny. I was either on him or Michael Thomas. I took Michael on my list. I have Michael Thomas's targets, and I went back and forth with him and Olave, and so yeah, I'm certainly good with both of those as well. So
that's kind of funny. We're on the same game environment so far. We never talk about these props before the stream really ever. So it's kind of funny when we're on the same game environments or even on the same props when we have this huge board.
Yeah, that is wild that it's happening. But that just tells you that it's a really good game environment, and you should be looking at targeting these games.
I agree. That's 6 props actually right now. I don't know if I feel like I got plenty more. If we
Yeah, we
wait, I
can.
think that's 6. Is that 6? Olave, Stroud, Woods, Cooper, Laporte. Oh no, that's only 5.
Okay. Yeah, we could run this one, play this slip, maybe do another late night stream tonight for everybody if you guys wanted that.
That'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. And get some
Yeah,
more people in here later too. Yeah.
yeah, I think we could because I have plenty of props to do it.
Um, we got room for one more. We're definitely
Okay,
gonna do a 6-man. We're not doing a 5-man on a big slate like tomorrow. So
absolutely not. So another one that I think that you'll like to is Zach Ertz over 4 receptions.
yeah, I love me some Zach Ertz. I played him 3.5 on sleeper. So
Yeah, I would love this at 3.5. I mean, there's issues with the opponent and how they've blown everybody out,
hmm
and the spread being so big, but I don't think it really matters that much. But the Cardinals are at home. They're going to have to pass. Zach Ertz is definitely the top option here. He's favored heavily over at 3.5. And with it being 4, it doesn't scare me away at all. You look back at his previous games. Oh, crap. It went away.
what are you
One
trying?
second. I had his game log just kind of
Oh, gotcha.
showing how well he's done lately, and it just went away.
I have it pulled up right here. Um, looks like week 1 he got 10 targets. Week 2 he's got 8 targets. Josh Dobbs, we all know he's not a great quarterback. He's going to look to his tight ends kind of more often, especially when he's not going to have much time to throw, like against the Cowboys tomorrow. They're playing, yeah, the Cowboys. Ertz went 6 catches for 21 yards week 1 and 6 catches for 56 yards in week 2. So
Yeah, he's just been targeted heavily, and like Zach was saying, Dobbs is not a great pusher of the ball downfield, so he finds that safety blanket there in Zach Hurts or Zach Hurts the other team. We'll just say it like that.
do you think that his targets may be better since it's at 5.5?
Yeah, I think I wrote down either or, and I was going to ask you what you thought on that because he's averaging 9 targets.
Yeah, so my thoughts on that, if it was at 3.5, we'd take receptions for sure. But with it being at
Yes.
4, he has to at least have 5 targets anyway. And what are the chances of him catching all 5 of his Josh Dobbs
Yeah.
targets?
I mean, I think that's like really spot on. To be honest with you, I think the targets are a lot better when you put it like that because he's got to have 5 to go over, and Josh Dobbs is Josh Dobbs. So
No, I agree 100%.
yeah, I mean, you look at back to week 1 and Tyler Conklin against the Cowboys goes 5 for 50 with Zach Wilson. Like not, I mean, the Cowboys did not slow him down at all. You go back to last week or week 1 where they played the Giants and Darren Waller has 5 targets and doesn't even play most of the second
Yeah, he
half.
only
Didn't
played like 40% of snaps or
Yeah,
something week 1.
exactly. Like it was something ridiculously low. So the Cowboys are finding ways to give up tight end receptions. Like they can't cover everything, and it seems to be the tight end finding leaks because again you don't have time. The Cowboys defense is actually pretty good right now,
I
so
agree.
they're not giving quarterbacks enough time. So giving it to Zach Ertz is probably the move there. I really like the 5.5 targets as well.
I love this slip. Somebody's asking about Carr over passing attempts.
Yep,
31.5, I like that.
I
No,
played it in my first slip.
no, I think it's a really good prop. No Kamara or Jamal Williams. Kendra Miller's first game, so we'll see how well he does. I think he's going to have to throw the ball. And that kind of goes in. I think somebody said something about Shaheed earlier, too. You can't go wrong with Shaheed. You can't go wrong with any of the 3 Saints receiving options, really, especially down both the running backs. I think they're all going to have a pretty decent game.
Yeah. So he's at 31.5 on prospects, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of the books on here are sitting him at -130 at under 32.5. And then some of the books are even at 32.5.
So
So we're
definitely
getting
getting some
that
value.
discount. Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody saying Tony Pollard touchdown against the Cardinals. I actually like Pollard. I have him on my list. I'll probably go over him more on the second stream if we do one later tonight. I was thinking his 72.5 rush yards against the Cardinals seems like a pretty easy lock, but .5 touchdown. The Cowboys are going to have no issue scoring against the Cardinals.
Yeah, Don. I know you asked if Sleeper's good. I mean, it's a money-making machine.
Oh, yeah.
Z-Rob and the Mob has been cashing out pretty much every day. I mean, what if you had like 45 out of 48 profitable days over there on Sleeper?
It's actually been crazy. I think we're hitting at like 80% hit rate on like profitable days over the last like probably 60
Yeah.
days or something like that.
Zach's gone crazy, and I've done well as well, but I don't post as many. I don't have my mob with me, so
Now, definitely use one of mine or Tyler's promo codes when you sign up. You get 100% match up to $100. So definitely worth checking out. They always have really good promos and stuff too. We would probably do some sleeper stuff if we could pull it up on a computer, but you can't look at the picks on the computer. So, you guys have any more questions? If not, I'll go over to Slip one more time, and then we'll probably be back late tonight and do another stream. There's a lot of props that both of us love, so. But yeah, we got Amari. Let's see, start at the top. We got Sam Laporta over 3.5 receptions. Amari Cooper 58.5 receiving yards. Robert Woods 3.5 receptions. C.J. Stroud 34.5 pass attempts. Chris Olave 65.5 receiving yards, and Zach Ertz 5.5 reception targets. That's what we're gonna lock in. We're gonna hit the 25x. We are so due. We've been close 3 or 4 times this season. It's actually been crazy how close we've been.
You took Olave's yards, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm missing one prop here. Let's look at it. There we go.
You got it all?
Yeah, I think I'm locked in now. Or is it Sleeper 100x?
So you can try and go for Sleeper 100x. The only thing with that is you got to take some like crazy touchdown props or some crazy odds plays to be able to get that. If you're looking at 100x, I've been playing better recently. They have like fixed payouts, so you can take any 8 props for 100x as opposed to like having to play like a really tough line. So check that out too. I have a promo code for that. I've been posting that for Twitter that on Twitter the last few days. But all right. Yeah, Aaron knows better 100x. That's where you got to be. Tyler, you got anything else to add?
No, I think this is a cash money 25x slip. I said it last Sunday. We got screwed. I'm going to say it again. This is a 25x hit. I am feeling it this weekend. I feel like my own slip on Twitter is hitting. I feel like this slip is hitting. I just feel like we're going to have a big time stream on Sunday to just straight up count monies.
Everything's cashing out. All right, guys. Well, we'll be back probably later tonight, maybe like 8 or 9 Central Time. So be on the look for that. We'll talk some more football.